Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Ali and today I wanted to speak on the topic of ayahuasca. It seems that a lot more people are waking up and are seeking plant medicine to help and assist them in their healing and in their understanding. So I wanted to share some of the things that I think are going to be helpful for you if you have not attended a ceremony yet and you're planning on to, or just sharing some of the tools, some of the etiquette that I personally would love for others to know, especially if you've never been to a ceremony. So for me, the journey has started about 3 years ago, and ayahuasca has really been not a significant part of my awakening, but it has helped me through many, many times when I felt stuck or when I felt like I was just in this place of my life where I needed a little bit of motivation, a little bit of deeper insight. So I've been going to ayahuasca for the last 3 years, and this Sunday I had my 10th ceremony. It's kind of cool because I feel that I had some good experience with the medicine and I'm able to share some of the perspectives that I personally find very helpful. So if you're planning on attending the ceremony, one of the things that you need to know is to really be open-minded and open-hearted when you plan and you go to do the medicine. Medicine works in the ways that we can't really comprehend with our human mind, so it will do what it needs to do for you on the levels of healing that are most needed for you. So before you attend the ceremony, whoever you're working with, you are probably going to receive an email with a lot of information, including information about what kind of medicines will be offered, what kind of diet you should be following, and just the preparatory instructions. If you are attending a proper circle, those files should be provided to you. I also think that it's very important that when you are searching for a place to go, that you read the reviews and you find something that's really authentic in a way that's very professional. There are a lot of places nowadays, especially down in South America, that make a really big business out of ayahuasca and out of the tourists. So a lot of the places don't have real shamans that are facilitating the ceremony. They know how to make the medicine, but they don't create a really safe container. They don't create that sacred space that is very necessary for one to have a nice journey where they feel they can really surrender and let the medicine do the work. So I suggest firstly to be really careful with your research and really know who you are going to sit with, because when you are opening yourself energetically with the medicine, you are also opening yourself up to other energies to potentially enter into your auric field. So if you are in a place that is not holding the space correctly for you, you can potentially get some energies inside of you that are not meaning you well. So the biggest thing before attending this ceremony is understanding that you need to prepare yourself. You need to prepare yourself mentally and physically. Like I mentioned earlier, you are going to have to follow some sort of diet to prepare your physical temple. That diet usually includes not eating a lot of sugars, salts, meats, dairy, fermented foods. All of that should be provided to you by the facilitator that you're going to be sitting with. Also, preparing yourself mentally, you can start meditating on the work before your attendance. A week in advance, a couple days in advance, you can sit and meditate and connect to ayahuasca and ask her questions and ask her for healing in whatever areas of your life you feel like it is most needed at this time. Another thing that I wanted to share is something that I call ayahuasca ceremony etiquette. It depends on what ceremony you're going to be attending to, but the ones that I've been to are done in a really beautiful manner. It is done in a ceremonial fashion, meaning that we are asked to wear all white, we bring flowers, and we really create a beautiful sacred space as a community together so that we can hold that space for each other. Of course, there are different facilitators out there who do this work differently, but like I said, I'm sharing this from my experience. So from my experience during the ceremony, it is asked for us to really do the work internally. meaning that we are really mindful of everybody around us and that we're really focused on within us as the work is being done. So I find it very distracting when people that haven't done ceremonies before, that they come to this sacred space, and in between, whenever people are setting up or whenever we're getting ready to switch to a different medicine, they start having conversations that absolutely have nothing to do with where we are right now. So one of the things that I personally suggest is to really be mindful of your chatter, and best to not even really talk to anybody, because once again, you don't know what people around you are experiencing. And if they're having a deep meditative healing process and you're on the side having a side conversation about something that's completely irrelevant and you're being loud, then you are potentially disturbing that person's experience. So being very mindful is something that I'm really, really strong on. So another thing is, so not wearing anything that can disturb people around you as far as scents go. So perfumes, lotions, hairsprays, anything that can disturb somebody else's experience is really, really mindful for you to be aware about. So when you come to a ceremony, just really understanding that this is not just about you, this is also about the community and the people that you're going to be around. Most likely you're going to be sitting like really close next to other people. So once again, making sure that you create a space where everybody feels comfortable. And one of my last ceremonies, one of the ladies had perfume on next to me, and it gave me a huge migraine, and it was just really, really uncomfortable for me. Of course, she didn't know better, and that's why I'm making this video, to once again educate for those people who are still new to this work and who are planning on attending. When you are taking the medicine and you are in this deep process of healing, it can get very uncomfortable. So the physical nausea, the physical discomfort is part of the medicine, especially when you are just starting out. So for newcomers, I always welcome people to really surrender into the work and to not resist. Because whatever's coming up from you, and if you're resisting, if you're holding yourself tight and you're not breathing, then you are making it harder for yourself. If you need help, if you need to get up and use a restroom, if you need to get up and get some water, don't be shy and raise your hand. Every ceremony will have people who will facilitate and assisting those who are in need. So be open and know that help is there for you. You are not there by yourself. And the next thing is also listening to your body. Listening to your body and noticing, if you want to have a second or a third shot of the medicine. In my experience, the work that I've been doing, there's usually between 2 to 3 or more shots of ayahuasca that you are able to take. So I personally have a really high tolerance for this medicine, so I need at least 3 shots to really get internally and to really get the insights that I'm looking for. Well, for other people, they can have 1 shot and they are already having a really intense and very drastic experience. So just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean you have to do it. So listen to your body. Other medicines that I wanted to share with you that included in most ayahuasca ceremony are sananga and rapé and kambo. So those other 3 medicines are also made to work together with ayahuasca, and each individually has their own healing powers. So sananga are eye drops that are made out of a special plant from the Amazon. I don't have too much history on that, but once again, your facilitator will tell you more. But sananga is taken into the eyes, usually in the beginning of the ceremony or somewhere in the middle. And what it does, it helps to open up the third eye vision. It helps you to connect to this internal insights. So when done properly with ayahuasca, you can really tune into and have these really beautiful visions coming through. And one thing that they don't really mention it is that it really stings. Your eyes are going to sting and you are going to feel a lot of pain. So they don't mention that, and I kind of think it's kind of weird why they don't do that, but just know that it's going to feel uncomfortable. So what you have to do when you receive the sananga drops, you have to breathe through it, and if you can make a sound of the pain, it will help you release the pain. So when you're receiving the medicine and it starts to sting, instead of clenching your eyes, you breathe and you make the ah sound. So as it stings, you breathe in And as you say you actually going to tune into different frequencies of the sound as the pain starts to submerge. So the sound really helps to move this energy. The next medicine that is being offered is rapé, which is tobacco, and it's blended with different types of herbs depending on where that medicine came from. Rapé is usually done in the beginning of ceremonies, in the middle, and at the end, depending on the facilitator. So what rapé does, it helps to ground the energy. So when you're coming into a ceremony, you know, you're kind of scattered, you're maybe worried, you're anxious. So when you receive the rapé, it goes up your nose. It's tobacco, and they have a special tool that the facilitator will use to blow the rapé up your nose. So it helps to really bring in the energy inward and help you ground. And I love rapé, and I've been actually working with it here at home because I love the sensation of peace and the vibrational frequency that it creates. So when I receive the rapé and I do it here by myself, I can close my eyes and I can really like drop into my heart space and really feel like this almost like a buzzing sensation move through me. And it feels kind of interesting because once again, we're entering this metaphysical, esoteric state of mind where we are able to experience something beyond our human bodies. And the third medicine that I wanted to talk about today is kambo, which is the sacred frog medicine. Some people call this the warrior medicine. So the kambo is applied on the skin. It's usually done after ayahuasca. So the facilitators create little burns on your skin, usually either on your arms or on the inside or anywhere on your body where you wish. You know, it does leave a little mark, so you have to be mindful of where you place them. So the kambo goes on your skin, and the facilitators do tiny little burns on maybe like 4 to 5 burns on your skin, and then they apply this frog medicine that's collected from the frog in the Amazon forest. And as they apply the medicine onto the skin, you enter into a really intense state of being. The medicine pretty much like attacks your system, and it really forces you to purge all the crap, all the emotional, all the physical discomfort. A lot of people purge. A lot of people have like just really uncomfortable sensation. But once you are done, and kambo lasts about maybe 15 minutes to 25 minutes, it's not very long. Once you're done, you feel like very awake, very empowered. It's a really healing medicine, and it's recommended to do it 3 times in the moon cycle. I received kambo only 1 time, and I have the incisions here on my leg. I didn't feel the call to having to go and do it more, but some people have a lot more healing that they want to address, so that really works for them. So I mentioned ayahuasca, sananga, rapé, and kambo. Those are the plant medicines that I personally work with. I also work with mushrooms, but that's another topic. So I just wanted to create this video for anybody who is looking for a little more information. Anyone who is, you know, either thinking of going to ayahuasca or already went to ayahuasca, but, you know, wants to kind of try new medicine. So I hope this video has been helpful for you. To me, the medicine has really helped me to understand myself greater. It has taught me a lot about my higher self and the connection that I have with my higher self. And oftentimes I receive really beautiful insights, really powerful downloads that help me find that clarity and that motivation to really keep moving forward with my journey and with my work. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. If you have any questions or suggestions for other videos for me to make, please leave your comments. And as always, thank you so much. Please share, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. It's been a blessing connecting with you guys. I'm currently working on my website, lighthousealley.com, so that will be up shortly. And if you're not following me on Instagram yet, it's Lighthouse Journey. I look forward to connecting with you guys more, and blessings and namaste.